to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Have you ever wondered what the future holds for Jonathan Kuminga with the Golden State Warriors? With the arrival of Jimmy Butler and uncertainty surrounding a contract extension, the landscape has completely changed. Is the franchise willing to make a big investment to keep him? Or is there a possibility that Kuminga will seek a new destination in the NBA? Let's analyze all the details of this situation and understand what is truly at stake for the young Warriors talent. Welcome to Warriors News Fan Update, your channel for everything about the Golden State Warriors. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any updates on the team. Now, let's get to the point. Since the start of the season, Jonathan Kuminga's contract renewal has been a sensitive topic. The Warriors failed to reach an early extension agreement, and now the situation has become even more complex. The recent acquisition of Jimmy Butler adds a new layer of uncertainty to Kuminga's future. With an increasingly heavy payroll, the team will have to make tough decisions. Will there be financial and strategic room to keep the young forward on a roster? Kuminga is about to become a restricted free agent, meaning other teams can offer him contracts. If that happens, the Warriors will have the option to match any offer to retain him. But how far is the franchise willing to go? Would a contract in the range of $50 million per season be viable, given the team's current financial reality? Over the past few months, various NBA insiders, including Anthony Slater and Kendra Andrews, have reported that Kuminga and the Warriors were never really close to an agreement. While other players from his draft class, such as Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes, and Franz Wagner, secured max contracts, Kuminga is still seeking his place among the league's top names. His performance last season, averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds, and shooting 34% from three-point range, shows that he has the potential for a significant contract. But do the Warriors see him as part of the franchise's future? The arrival of Jimmy Butler raises doubts about Kuminga's fit in the roster. Butler brings similar characteristics, a versatile, athletic player who can play on the wings. This move suggests that the front office might be preparing for a strategic overhaul, where Kuminga may no longer be a priority. But hold on. If you think this means the end of the road for Kuminga with the Warriors, the latest reports might change your perception. The franchise owner, Joe Lacob, has emphatically stated that the team is 100% committed to renewing the young player's contract. According to internal sources, the Warriors view Kuminga as an essential part of the team's future, even with Butler's addition. Furthermore, Jimmy Butler himself has spoken about his relationship with Kuminga and has already expressed interest in mentoring the young talent. According to reports from Anthony Slater, Kuminga admires Butler and is excited to learn from him. This dynamic could be crucial for the player's growth and might even reinforce the idea that the Warriors want to keep both on the roster. So, what can we expect? Will the Warriors offer a massive contract to retain Kuminga, or will he test the market in search of a new home? Could Butler's arrival indicate bigger changes within the franchise? Now, I want to hear your opinion. Do you think the Warriors should do everything to re-sign Kuminga, or would it be better to explore a trade? Leave your comment and join the discussion. And of course, if you want to stay updated on everything about the Warriors, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any news. But before we answer this big question, let's analyze the situation further. The biggest challenge for the Warriors is not just deciding whether Kuminga deserves a big contract, but how to fit him within the team's financial structure. Currently, the team is already committed to significant contracts. Steph Curry remains the centerpiece and earns one of the highest salaries in the NBA. Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins also have sizable contracts, and now with Jimmy Butler, the franchise's salary cap is under increasing pressure. The problem? The NBA has strict rules for teams exceeding the second apron, limiting the team's flexibility in future transactions. This means that Mike Dunleavy Jr. and the Warriors front office will have to be extremely strategic. If Kuminga receives a high offer from another team and the Warriors decide to match it, they will need to cut costs elsewhere. This could mean less depth in the roster, fewer signings in free agency, and even the need to trade key pieces to keep the team competitive. And there's more. The development of Brandon Podziemski and Moses Moody could also influence this decision. If the Warriors see these young players as a promising future, does it still make sense to invest heavily in Kuminga? Now, what can we expect from the market? Teams like the Sacramento Kings, Orlando Magic, and even the Los Angeles Lakers could be keeping an eye on Kuminga. He is a young, athletic player with enormous potential, which means he could be seen as a key piece for teams looking to strengthen their young core. If one of these teams makes an irresistible offer, the Warriors will have to make the toughest decision of the season. But here's the most important detail. The relationship between Kuminga and the Warriors has not been damaged. Despite contract uncertainties, there is mutual respect between the player and the franchise. Kuminga has stated in interviews that he loves playing in Golden State and wants to continue growing with the team. If an agreement that benefits both parties is reached, the extension might just be a matter of time. So, how will this story end? Will the Warriors give Kuminga a lucrative contract, or will we see him test the market and possibly leave the team? Now, I want to hear your opinion. What would you do if you were in the Warriors front office? Would you re-sign Kuminga at any cost, or would you consider a trade to balance the payroll? Leave your comment and join the discussion. And of course, if you want to continue receiving all the latest updates about the Warriors, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with the news. As a Golden State Warriors fan, I see this Jonathan Kuminga situation as a complicated dilemma that needs to be resolved quickly. He is undoubtedly one of the most promising talents on the team, and last season proved that. With solid averages of 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, along with insane athleticism, Kuminga has shown that he could be a fundamental piece for the franchise's future. The problem? The front office took too long to properly value him. Since entering the NBA, Kuminga has experienced ups and downs in the rotation, often being limited to few minutes even when playing well. This has certainly strained his relationship with the team. Now, with Jimmy Butler's arrival, it's even more evident that the Warriors are prioritizing experienced players over fully committing to developing the young forward. If the Warriors truly see Kuminga as part of their future, there needs to be a clear commitment, a fair contract, and more importantly, a consistent role in the team. The biggest mistake will be making Kuminga go through the same insecurity that Jordan Poole faced, where a promising talent was developed only to be traded due to salary cap pressure. Another concern is the fit. With Butler on the roster, Kuminga might lose playing time, especially if the Warriors stick to a more traditional lineup, prioritizing veterans alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green. But if there's a time to bet on him, it's now. He has the potential to be an all-star in the coming years, and losing such a talent due to poor planning would be a massive mistake. On the other hand, if the Warriors aren't willing to pay him, they should have made a trade at the deadline. The worst-case scenario would be losing Kuminga for nothing in free agency or forcing a contract renewal without giving him the necessary opportunity to shine. My opinion? Mike Dunleavy needs to define a clear plan. If the Warriors truly believe in Kuminga's future, they should secure a fair contract and make him a key part of the rotation. If not, they should have traded him at the peak of his value for assets that truly strengthen the team around Curry. Bottom line, if Kuminga leaves and thrives elsewhere, it will be an unforgivable mistake. But if he stays and continues to be undervalued, it will be a wasted opportunity. Now I want to hear from you, Warriors fans. Would you re-sign Kuminga at any cost, or would you take a different path? Leave your comment and join the discussion. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more Warriors updates.